are then. This may well be the last episode of gameplay of Season 4. I'm not sure, we'll have to see how we get on, but we're planning on putting the last 3 league games all in one, and then probably we'll have to have a wrap-up episode for player ratings, league positions, money we get, end of squad transfers and all of that stuff at the end of the season of Season 4. Disappointment of the Champions League. We've got to try and get over that now, and we've got to try and concentrate on finish this season on a big high. This is a side we're going in with today. A few changes, a few people not available, but Villalba coming in and playing up there with Vieto and Jerry and Bagu. Mitrovic not available. Edison Mraz having a go in goal. Yeah, let's see how we can get on. I want to finish the season on a strong note if we can. But like I said, it's not going to be massive highlights. I'm hoping to get all 3 of these games in one bundle. I think it's Southampton, Norwich and Sunderland. So it'd be great if we could finish with some goals and 9 points. But the way this season's gone this year, who knows? Good chance there for Southampton. That's the first chance of the match, really. Jerry and Bagu looking for the pace of Vieto. No. Not really been a very good start from the Spartans. It's like they're a bit shell-shocked probably from the Champions League semi-final defeat. It's a lot to get over after going into that. Looking so good at 1-0 to have it thrown all away in the first 10 minutes was a bit of a shock, no doubt about it. Hector Villalba's in here though. And he scored! And Hector Villalba, sort of forgotten man really. He stays a lot of the time on the bench, doesn't play that many games, and then when he comes on after missing a few, he always seems to deliver. And he scored another very good goal here. Very good goal. Good play from Jerry and Bagu. Don't think he's going to score from there really. But he cuts in, he's so quick on the ball, and then a fantastic shot across the keeper. 1-0 against the run of play, no doubt about it. Good from Bartley. Griezmann. Hector Villalba in space, beats his man. Hector Villalba, oh, good save from the keeper, good strength from the young Argentinian in the box there. Being parried and pushed. Don't know if it would have snuck in. But he's had the 2 chances and he's put 1 in the net. Got no height out there, so we will go short. Bartley, the man offering himself. Into Griezmann. Griezmann can hit it and he scores! We haven't seen many riflers from Griezmann this year. That's what he could do. We'd have loved to have seen more of that this season. Perhaps Season 5 he will settle and start to do it. Great play between him and Bartley. Worked the corner very nicely. Griezmann's got this in his locker. Like I say, he's not scored enough. Not been the dominant season we thought we might have had from him, but that is the sort of goal we have expected. Straight in the screws from Antonio Griezmann. And a nice 2-0 lead here at home against the Saints. Brilliant again from Bruma. One of the players of the season for me, one of the unsungs. Villalba. Good, Bruma. What a run from Bruma! Oh! Great play from Bruma. Vieto. Good play between Vieto. Oh, and an awful shot from Vieto. So about to say, good play between Vieto and Jerry and Bagu, and Vieto's put it wide. Been good for him to put 1 away. He's probably cursed from that miss against Barcelona. Critical time when he missed that really good chance. Southampton with their only chance really, right on the knuckle there, but it's good first half. 2-0 lead. Second half to come. I'll let you know if there's any changes. Probably won't be too many. Joe Campbell on for Vieto is the only change at half time. And Hector Villalba moved into a more forward role for the second half. Play from Griezmann. Griezmann a long way out. Tests the keeper though. Oh, good effort from Griezmann, looking for a second on the afternoon. The other thing to remind you, just as we're talking here, don't forget we do have the World Cup with our Dutch team to look forward to as well. Bartley! Oh! Full World Cup, 3 group games, and then hopefully we will progress to the knockout stages. Big things. I'm really hoping for big things from the Dutch team. Hoping we could go a long way. So yeah, we've got that to come at the end of season 4 as well. So that should be exciting on the channel. Jerry and Bagu, ball in. There's Hector Villalba on the head this time, and good play from Jerry and Bagu. Hector Villalba with another. He's ending the season well. We'll probably get all 3 of these games, I imagine. He really is pushing for more of a start. With a couple of attacking mids coming in the summer, I don't know what's going to happen. He's definitely not going to go anywhere. Look at this. It's a good header. It's a good striker's goal, and good play from Jerry and Bagu. Enough about him to put it in on his left. And a very nice header from Hector. Jerry and Bagu holds the ball up very well. Bartley! Bartley with a lovely finish to make it 4. Spartans are rampant here, giving the crowd something to cheer about after the big disappointment of the Champions League defeat. It's almost like the manager's turned around and said, make sure you give those fans something to be happy about today. They were so sad in midweek when we lost the semi. Make sure you give them their money's worth today, and they're certainly having it. A romp in the sun from the Spartans, and a nice goal to cap off a very good performance again from Ross Bartley. We've had to make a couple changes because Amber got sent off for that tackle. Don't know why. Didn't think it was quite as bad as what they did, but he has been sent off. Still 4-0 there with 12 minutes to go. The Zors dropped back into the back 3. We have brought on a couple other people. Leo Batistio come on, Ragnar Lovebrook. Minna good. Campbell. Little chip over the top. Villalba for a hat-trick! And he gets it! Emphatic finish from Hector Villalba. What a good hat-trick. Amazing for the little lad from San Lorenzo. Brilliant ball from Joel Campbell. I love it when he can get his left foot wanding. He gets so much spin on the ball. And watch this action on this ball as it bounces. Didn't have a chance to bounce actually. It was right at the feet of Hector Villalba. And what a great finish. And that is a very good hat-trick from him. One of the best wins of the season. Shame that didn't come early on in the season. The Spartans just clicking too late this year to do anything in the league. Their form since turn of the year has not been too bad. They've not lost that many. Maximilian out. Campbell again. Again with a raking ball, and that's got loads of check on it. Look at it. Oh, and he was nearly in again, little lad. He'll come away with 8 or 9 for the day's performance for sure. 1 assist as well, I think. Again Campbell, this side with the outside of the right. Hector Villalba on the volley. Oh, he had some highlights in this game. That would have been a great goal from Hector Villalba to wrap it up. St. Maximin will whip it in. Ross Bartley! Oh, the best of the lot, safe for the end. What a goal from Ross Bartley. Fantastic strike. Dipped in over the keeper. That's glorious. That's one for the cameras to wrap up the magical 6. Watch this. Bartley with his second. Great touch. And then what a great strike over the keeper. Beautiful stuff from Ross Bartley. Look at that. That's great. That is vintage. Brilliant performance from the Spartans here. Showing why they were champions last year, really. 6-0. Hat-trick Villalba. 2 for Bartley. Well, I can't remember who scored the other one. It was Antonio Griezmann. That is as comprehensive as it comes. 10 men as well at the end because Ember got sent from the field of play. But some cracking performances from Bartley and Villalba. That will close the gap on Southampton. That will leave them worried with 2 games to go. Just see what happens as we run through. I think the other 2 were Hull and Arsenal, weren't they? Well, Hull's lost, Arsenal's won. So the gap to Hull is only 6 points. Our goal difference is better than theirs. I'm not sure who they both got to play. That'll be interesting to find out. Next up, we've got Norwich. We usually give them a good caning. Be nice if we can carry on this romp to the end of the season. Would be lovely. Some magic goals in that as well. None of them good enough to get in our side, I'll tell you that now. Enver will be suspended, we know that much. Just have a look who's playing who. We've obviously got Norwich. Southampton have got Man City. So come on, Man City. Surely there's a chance they could beat them. Hull have got Arsenal. So they can't both win that game. We need Arsenal to beat Hull and we need Man City to beat Southampton. And then on the last day of the season, Southampton have Arsenal. So there is a chance. And Chelsea v Hull. So there is a chance both of them could slip up and lose both of their games. And we could perhaps sneak in the top 6 or 7, which would be fantastic. And then don't forget, like I said to you, we have these games against Greece, Uzbekistan and Mexico in the World Cup group. So a chance, hopefully, to do something in there as well. There's that sorry sight, that awful 2-0 defeat. The Barcelona in the Champions League semi-final still haunting me. But we haven't got to worry about that. Let's move forward to the game against Norwich and see what we can do. Can it be another stuffing? People will obviously play that were good in that game. Like Hector Villalba was very good in that game. Joel Campbell was decent if he's available. He set up a couple chances, although Majika might play today. Bartley will definitely play. Denzwell's in. Edison Mraz kept a clean sheet. He will keep his place in the team. Bacarley. Penna. Another bench place for 2 suspended at the moment. Brooks and Enver at the bottom there, you can see. Another bench place for Sant Maximin. So that's what we're going to go in with. Majika, Villalba. Campbell can come off the bench, no doubt about it. Mitrovic hopefully can do the business today. We do usually manage to score goals against Norwich, but I don't want that to be a kiss of death. We have beaten them 4s and 5s before, and it'd be nice to finish with another comprehensive 4 today to add to that 6 you've just seen. At home against Southampton would be fantastic. Come on, into them early, get an early goal. That's the key against sides like this. Not the stuffing out of them. We've got Bartley and Hector Villalba, who should be on top of their game, really. Both come in from fantastic performances against Southampton. Bartley also played very well in the second half against Barcelona, I thought. Good play from Griezmann. Villalba. Griezmann. Too high for Mitrovic. Couldn't quite get there. Better play from the Spartans, though. It's taken 20 minutes for a really good chance. And then it was only really a half chance. Bazor on the turn. Bazor! Oh, what a strike. Just wide. I don't know if Bartley's back on or not yet. Thought that was going to go in from Bazor. There is half time. And the goals from Southampton have dried up here. Nothing much to shout about at all. Very poor first half, in fact, from both teams. End of season, flip-flops on, really. We will look at making a couple changes because it's been pretty poor. Joel Campbell will come on. Bicali will come on. He's on a red, so he might make a bit of difference over there. Those two changes are all we're going to make at the moment. We'll save one in the locker. Norwich just scored. Right from the kickoff, really. Nathan Redmond with a goal. It's a nothing goal as well. Real scrappy do. I'm not going to show it again. Makes me feel sick. So we're going to struggle to beat him now. To beat Southampton 6-0, you think we're going to go to Norwich and win? Surely. Not been able to get close to him. Villalba. Oh, Joe Campbell with a great chance. Gets back into this game. It's such a hard game. I don't know why it's been so hard. Ball in. Won't drop. Crazy. This is typified how this season's gone, really, this season. That's Bartley trying to drive in. Games like this should never be as difficult as they are. We just stuffed Southampton, who are in the top 6. 6-0, and then Norwich are probably in the bottom 3 or 4. We're struggling to even get a shot on target against. Oh, Hector Villalba can't get a shot away. A real scuffy do at the end. Make those that last change. Mitrovic will come off. Vieto. Trying something different if we can make the change. So, 4 minutes to go. A real disappointing display at Carrow Road when the Spartans played so well against Southampton. Thought we were going to finish the season on a high. And then, to be fair, we have dished up a real pile of shit here. Vieto! Oh, thought he'd done it. Joel Campbell. Oh, chances coming now, but it's all a bit too late. We had to win this game to have any chance. And there it is. That is real disappointing. There is not much highlights to show you, really, because it was so poor. And that's a chance of us finishing the top 7 over and done with. Awful display. There you see it. We did have a lot more shots. Norwich didn't really deserve to win, but they got that goal and hung on to it. Ruddy man of the match. No real surprises there. And now just to rub salt in the wounds, I expect Southampton and Hull both lost. Hull have beaten Arsenal and Southampton did lose to Man City. So we would have been just 1 point behind going into the final game of the season, but we're not. So the final game of the season will come along now against Sunderland, because that was so shit and so little highlights. You will have all this in this one bumper edition. FA Cup, we know we were eliminated in the first round. We don't even want it. We won't be in the team of the year or nothing. No point looking at that crap. We were eliminated to Blackpool, don't forget. Absolute shocker. Last game of the season, it is at home. Hopefully we can put in a good display. Let's get this bench right and everything else. Villalba will definitely start. Majika. Majika's not going to start. It's going to be Joel Campbell. I think that's only fair. And I think Aurelio will get in. Do a suspended. Brian Pereira might get on the bench so we can say goodbye to him in style. He's been a good servant to this team. He will get on the bench. Couple little alterations. Final game of Season 4 then, guys and girls. I hope to show you some of Season 5, but I'm not sure how much. It depends on the dates and the release of PES 2016 and everything else. Don't forget you got the Netherlands or Holland World Cup to come in the Spartan series after this. I'll keep you up to date with any transfers I do with this team and everything, and career records and stuff going into Season 5. So you don't need to worry about that. And like I say, if I continue to play it, I've still got a month or so before PES comes out. So if I do get anywhere with the Spartans in Season 5, then obviously I will show you or record the live comms or whatever to make sure you don't miss out on them. That's great ball. Mitrovic, lovely goal, one of the best moves of the year between Mitrovic, Joe Campbell and Bruma. And Mitrovic with another goal. He hasn't gone too many games being poor, Mitrovic, to be fair. Lovely play from Bruma. Lovely ball in there. And Joe Campbell done very well. And easily finished from that man, Mitrovic. Bartley, ooh, just wide, scored a scorcher against Southampton. Wouldn't have bet against him to have knuckled that one in. He's pulled it wide, unlucky. Rasping iron from Bartley. So 31 gone here. Not a lot happened since the goal, really. Sunderland settled into the game a little bit better, I suppose you could say. Oh, it's a real scrappy goal. Deflected off the post. Dribbled in. Jack Rodwell. Sunderland don't deserve that, but somehow or another they're back on terms. Real goal out of nothing here. Dent the crowd here at Spartan Park. Bartley coming short. He can hit a ball if he can get it right. Oh, just wide from Bartley. Thought it was a chance. Scored a couple recently and wouldn't have been surprised if he'd notched there. It's looking like coming to half time. Bartley can't get it through. 1-1 here at half time, then a little bit disappointed to be behind after we played so well early on and got that lovely goal. Brian Pereira on to say farewell to the Spartan army at half time, and Vieto. Well, Vieto's not saying farewell, but he's on anyway. Here is Brian Pereira. Nice ball, Mitrovic. Back to Brian Pereira! Brian Pereira saving the best for last. He scored some really good goals, and here's a Brian Pereira celebration to say farewell to all the Spartan Army fans. Scripted for him. The number 9 shirt will be handed to Mitrovic at the end of the season. But it was a great deal for Brian Pereira to go to Inter Milan and for Kovacic to come back the other way. That's why Pereira's gone. He hasn't done this that often, to be fair. I mean, he's looked amazing this season since we decided to sell him. And that was a fantastic finish. He scored a couple real pearlers since we made the decision to get rid of him. One against Spurs and another one here today against Sunderland. Bartley, lovely ball. Mitrovic. Alexander Mitrovic. Oh, he wanted one. He wanted another one. I don't know, near the 20 years. Can't be too far away for 20 on a season again. That's sort of the benchmark for a striker, isn't it? I think he's approaching it. He's not scored that many in the Premier League, but he's going to break and Bruma will bring this away. And Mitrovic is in. Oh, and another save to stop another goal from the Spartans. How many one-on-ones have they missed this season? So many. This game has probably typified the Spartan season, or this episode, to be honest. You know, a couple. Mitrovic will score. Great play from Vieto. Great presence of mind to square it. I was just saying, this game is typified. Or this episode has typified Spartan season, really. You know, 2 wins. This one's been hard fought. An easy win against Southampton and an absolutely terrible performance against Norwich. You know, it's typified this season, really, where we've been so inconsistent. But Mitrovic does get his 2nd goal of the game. Couldn't have been any easier. Great play from Vieto. Great save from Marola. Luckily enough, they missed the rebound. What a save. Fantastic save. A few people leaving then. Pereira, one of them. Well, most well known anyway. Pereira, no doubt about it. No others really that have been regulars. And there they are. End of the season delights. It's all over. Season 4. Disappointing in the end, but what a fine campaign we had in the Champions League. We mustn't forget. So players go round the outside and we enjoy that. There they are. Don't be too harsh on them. To win the league in the first season was really, really good. And to go as far as they did in the Champions League this year was fantastic. They finished winning their last 2 home games. Minna gets the man of the match there. We will wrap up some stuff with you now very quickly. Bet you Southampton lost, just to rub salt in the wounds. No, they beat Arsenal 1-0. Hull did lose. So that means that we have finished 4 points adrift of the top there in disappointing, if you say, really, 62 points. Last year we had a whopping amount. Sunderland get relegated on the back of that performance. Can't believe we lost to Norwich, who also only just survived. Wolves and Brighton, who beat us earlier on in the season, go back down to Division 2 or the Championship. 19 million in the coffers already. I'm sure there's going to be more money paid out in a minute for Champions League, getting as far as we did and stuff like that. So we should be quite cash rich going into the pre-season. We finished 8th in the table, which is disappointing. Let's have a look at the individual honours list. Benteke, player of the season. Top goal scorer Eden Hazard. Assist leader Coutinho. Rodgers, manager of the season for Liverpool. Team of the year. Minna from the Spartans gets in again. Let's have a look at the statistics. We will take screenshots of this as always, the players' records. There they are. It's 19 goals from Mitrovic, 13 from Ajika, 10 assists for Griezmann. Stands out quite well. They will be added together. 9 goals from Hector Villalba. That's a decent return from him. The same as Jerry and Bagu, worth noting that as well. Bartley, I don't think he got 8 for us. I think it was more like 3 or 4 for us. We'll have to have a look back at that. I think he came with goals from Everton, which have obviously been added on. Down the bottom there, Brian Pereira with 4 goals from 14 as he leaves. We will, and Taroja leaving as well. Hopefully Dicko, the 2 suspended bods at the bottom, as you can see. But we will wrap all that up. Don't forget to let you know how many people have played what and all that sort of razzmatazz. Don't you worry about that. That will all be sorted so you can see it. Just out of interest, in the Champions League, who was the top goal scorer in that? Neymar in the end. Mitrovic with 7 just behind. Unlucky Mitrovic. Great thing for you. Who was our top goal scorer in the Premier League then? There's Mitrovic with 12 in the end. Majika with 10. Then Jerry and Bagu with 8. Hector Villalba with 7. What about assists? Did we have anybody up there in the assists? No. Griezmann with 5. Bartley with 4. Interesting. Right. Forward time. See if we can wrap up the money we get from the Champions League and all that before the World Cup starts. Hopefully we can. So there is the Champions League. We were semi-finalists. Fine achievement really, to be honest, in our first ever attempt at the Champions League. But we could have got to that final with that 1-0 lead over Barcelona from the new camp. Who's the team of the year? Who won it, etc. Real Madrid have won it by 1-0 against Barcelona. Where's the team of the year and all that razzmatazz? And do we not see that? So it's the opening day of the transfer window. It doesn't look like we get any money for progressing so far as we did in the Champions League. Or there doesn't appear to be a team of the year in the Champions League, which is a bit strange. 4 players have joined our squad. There's Johansson. The other 4 are Wanyama. It's competition prize money being paid out. There you are. 2.4 million for finishing 8th in the Barclays Premier League and 1.8 million for finishing in the semi-final position of the Champions League. Not that much, but we've got 24.2 million, which is quite a lot. It's the most we've had. We're in quite a good position. Players have returned from their loan spell, which will be Monomer, and he will be put straight out for sale. Place on the transfer list. Monomer, he can go. There's no room for him in the squad because these 4 have come in. Ziyech, Kovacic, Wanyama to sit in front of the back 4, and an additional power up front in Andreas Johansson, I think his name is, I'm not sure. So squad's looking good. We need to get rid of a few others, obviously. 30 in the squad at the moment. Dickoff needs to go. Is anybody interested in him? We'll place him on the transfer list. Hopefully he will go soon. We've been trying to get rid of him for a long time. I think he's the only other one we really want to get rid of. Maybe Sherman Cardenius to leave is the other one really. And go back to coaching. Or be on the coaching list with us. There he is. Sherman Cardenius. Possibly. There's the players that have left, just so you see. Well, 3 of them from this season transfers that didn't work out really. Correa, Vilhena and Toroja, and Brian Pereira. Obviously, we will flash up his career stats and that. Fine servant to the club. Fine in seasons 2 and 3. Good player. Wish him all the best in Inter Milan. So there you are. We have secured a place in the Europa League for season 5. Courtesy of probably that FA Cup game between Chelsea and Man City. So it's all not bad. We are in Europe, even though by the back door. We'd be happy with that. It was a bad season in the league, and a chance to have a real go at the Europa League isn't going to be too bad at all. We've got the World Cup coming up with Holland in a minute or so. We will let you know if there's any other transfer deals to be done throughout that tournament. But thanks for joining me throughout season 4. Don't forget, you've got all the good bits to come, like goals of the season, career stats and all of that. And then we will see where we are before we decide what we're doing with games regarding Season 5 and the release of PES 2016. Cheers, dudes. As always, thanks so much for the support you've given this series this year. Cheers.